Oh, baby. Yes. Yes. Oh my god, it's another Singing Boys show. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's see if this one has some social commentary aspects to it too. I hope so. That might be interesting. Okay. UniteUp. Okay. I guess we're uniting. We have to unite. Is this based on something? No. Okay. So this is its own thing. Is this a cross UniteUp by UniteUp? Okay. Great. These are singing dancing boys. That's a lot of boys. Holy shit, that's a lot of characters. I wonder if we're even gonna try. They have hair gradients. The facial designs are somewhat unique. They've got these like rounded chins instead of pointed chins. That's something. You got your big man and your little femme and everything in between. Of every hair color of the imagined rainbow and then some. Magenta's not a color in the rainbow, for example. Okay, great. The logo is it's two U's that come together to form a W. When they're tied together. Okay, yep. And then they're all in like gold epaulets and cording and shiny Digis stuff that's all going to be for our CG sequences, right? Like, these characters are going to get CG danced out into oblivion. Fair enough. I don't know if this is gonna have some kind of how do I put it, forced story. I don't see any evidence of that on the front of things. It'd be like, we're in a different place in a galaxy far, far away. It seems to be just a bunch of idle boys who are going to do the idle boy thing, but in a fantasy style or in a fictional style. Could work. Probably won't work for me. I'm going to give myself about 5 minutes on this one. If it doesn't do something that compels me within about 5 minutes, then we'll just cut it and not waste our time, because I know that I'm not going to watch this show, even if it's great. So if it doesn't do at least something interesting worth that makes it worth watching, I'm not going to watch even the first episode. But I will start watching the first episode, and I'll give it a good old college try. So let's give it a good old college try with a beep timer. Let's get going. I'm ready to unite up! Or whatever they do. Okay, we're in the past, letterboxed framed again. Anela and Anal. Anal. Sorry. It's Angel, right? Because it's got wings. So big CG stage. One 2D hand. Oh, there are not enough of those. They all feel like they're the same. Whatever. And then the noise attack and everybody dies. God, Simple Gear is so fucking good at this shit. I mean, I hate it. I hate it. It looks pretty good for a CG dance sequence, first off. And the camera operator knows what they're doing in order to create intrigue, with the characters moving past each other, focusing on different elements in a way that's effective. This is well directed as a music video, right? Like, I don't like the movement. I don't like the feel of the whole thing. And I didn't like that cut at all. And the eyes are so dead and light. Ah, they're gray too. But it's like I could critique the individual nature of the thing, but on the surface of it as a whole, I'm never gonna like it. And in the present, now that's a show I will watch. Holy shit. Bro, I want to watch that. Baseball from to the future? Yeah, you've been seen. You've been spotted. Was that JoJo's? Is that a JoJo's reference? Oh. Is that pineapple in soy sauce? Never. Cosmic baseball crossfire. It's important. I have to wear my fucking. There's a modicum of effort. It's mostly cute. Oh? Oh? Fire starter by Tensai. That's not a setup for anything. In the D too. No. 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 Mother. Mother, no. Mother. I bring news from the womb. Sorry, that's a Sam Riegel bit at the beginning of a Critical Role episode. It has nothing to do with anything. What the fuck is this? Okay. King in a castle? Weren't we just in Japan? Okay, it's all stylized. Okay. No, that's cute. That's very cute. All right. Okay, so they moved on past their Angyil, whatever they were. Reach out, touch the possibility. What technicolor dreams we could have. How horrifying. Yo! So this is our primary trio. Blonde, red, blue. It's always blue, blonde, blue, red, yellow. It's all every princess, every pretty cure, everything. Who's? Cool. Hmm. Trash next to him. It's trying to even be a little artsy. Look at this stuff on the edges. What's going on there? It's like the translucence of the hair, trying to make that work. There was bounce and squash stretch to that baseball, too. There's some effort. You shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up, boy. Damn right, boy. I don't give a fuck. You're hurting yourself. Arcade. Arcade? Karaoke. Man, y'all are not old enough to drink enough to be at this karaoke joint singing like that. Drinking your McDonald's. It's an anal song. I can't say that. Oh, and he put the record. Oh, you mother trucker. You mother trucker. You some bitch. Oh, that's sneaky. Scene flow is really good. Whoever's directing has directed previously. Oh. Oh. That's just an armchair. That's Grandpa, that's just an armchair. It won't massage me. All right. Oh, official MyTube postal. Immediately copyright struck for the song that's in it. Not a chance, dude. Not a chance. Oh, okay, so they've been friends for forever. And he knows what this guy actually is about, and so he's making something happen for him a little bit. So who's gonna... Hey. Nah, I gotta tell you something. You got a lot of hits, bro. We're past my 5-minute mark by a long shot. Oh! Who received a direct message? We've scouted your bitch ass! For you. ¿Dónde? ¿Oh? ¿Dónde? Evan? Oh, well, that's a setup. Oh my god, that CG woman in the background has a problem. Oh, somebody help her. Somebody help her. She's all made of whoop. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's such a mix. We make boy bands' dreams come true. That was a fun little pullback. Okay. Alright, yeah, okay, sure. Why am I here? You're here to be a test subject for our latest drug. Aha! Gotta meet your members. So, nah. Did you not see the video? Oh, was it just what? What did you post? What did you post, man? Yeah, I've been completely betraying your trust. But also the music, yeah, and oh, from the guy, from the dude ski. They layered his hair above the. That's interesting. Huh. Normally we start at about age 4. Following your dreams, man. But it's not his dream. Alright, refuse the call to adventure. His whole frame just gets darker and darker. Alright. They're doing the musical cues really well, too. Alright, Cloverworks! This is pretty good for a base-ass fucking idol show. Of course, there isn't anything else that he wants to do. Show takes a complete turn, becomes a baseball anime, and he's like, nah. Wouldn't that be a fun intro to a show? That'd be great. Rotoed. Interesting. Gonna start with the sorry? Yeah. Right, because you're forcing it on him. This is nuanced. This is pretty good. Okay. Watch the video, bro. Watch it. Make watch. How did he get that many recordings? God. This really, yep. Yeah, YouTube comments will get you, man. Yep. Yep. Parasocial relationships, they'll get you, man. Getting sucked in now. How dare you? How dare you? You would never have agreed. He's got a nice setup. He's been keeping that metal close at hand. There's the characters. This guy's got a lot of sadness to him and has tried a whole bunch of things because he's actually trying a bunch of things and hasn't found his personal skill either. He's the compelling character in the thing for me. It's a good friend. It's really dead center focused on the actual thing. There's no fluff. It's dead center focused on the actual experience of sharing. It's an idol singing show that's actually about idols and singing. I know that's not completely novel, but it's just my life in front of me with a barrier. Yeah, it's just a fake barrier made out of paper. Eh? It's part of why she was watching you. Damn. Damn, Mom was a savage. Hmm. 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 Oh, don't let it slip. You don't want that. There's a community. The family dynamic makes sense. The best friend is established, although might fade out. All right, we got to introduce the tease of the other characters. Yep. Yeah, you're gonna do the thing. Yep. Step forward or something. There we go. I will. Okay, good. Good. Okay, gag off of it. Fine. I like it. God, that's weird. That's so weird. That's so weird that I actually like this. Nice. Honestly, a sick set of costumes. That's baller as that's baller as fuck. Yeah, kids. All right. Teaser. 15 seconds. Ah, blue and yellow. Meet the other pretty cures. They're so pretty. Look at them. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. I don't hate it. I watched the whole thing, so I don't hate it. I actually kind of like it, even. The friend character sells it to me. The sequence where they talk on the phone, they've built up this tapestry of like the bit of the baseball stuff, the questioning about motives, the uncertainty around it, but it's like it's all straightforwardly wholesome. Every character that we've seen so far is dedicated toward assisting this main character in every way that they can. The mom is good-natured and good in general. All the Oji-sans at the bathhouse are just doing their thing, right? Nobody is biting or backbiting or snarky. Everybody's in it to win it. The character who walks in and walks out of the computer lab, like he's obviously working after school to like fix computers and stuff. The character who walks in and walks out, first off, I would assume we can draw the tie, is the person that he's commissioned for illustrations. And there's a question there that's like, I wonder if he's contributed in some way to assisting him. And so I said at one point during the episode that this other guy hasn't found his talent, but it's obvious what his talent is. His talent is finding other people's talents and getting them to share them, right? And that's cute. It's actually cute. The reluctant hero, reluctant protagonist thing works well, even if it's transposed from heroic narratives onto creative narratives. And the dialogue writing is such that it presents the landscape of reality in a fairly effective way, because it every line has this weight behind it that's well established by the timing and framing and positioning of the lines and the acting of the voice actors themselves, that says that the decisions that you make actually matter. Something like that. That it's important the way that you treat things. And that maybe that is a result of the feeling that I have that each scene in the episode is treated with some import. All of the stuff on the shelves and the choices of what to cut to and where, and when we cut to intermediate objects in between scenes, so you got one scene and then another scene, you cut to one character's shoes sitting there, and then you cut to the next scene. Or you cut to the metal that's on the wall, and then you cut to the next scene. And you're punctuating everything in time and space with different framings, and those contribute really seriously to the flow of the thing. Those are thought through. They're not just thrown out there in order to fill time or to pan across stuff or whatnot. They're thought through. There's meaning behind it. There's idea behind it. And, not for nothing that they did a full set of character designs for a fictional fantasy baseball show that this character has fallen in love with, right? He's obsessed with it. There's the robot in the background, there's the little squirrel character, there's the dude with the big cyclops eye and whatnot, and the goggles kid with the big turban, and the main character who looks like the main character from Ice Shield Nijuichi, kind of got that devilish sort of thing going on. It's a good set of character designs. It's actually good. It's I would watch that show. Space baseball all day. Cosmic fucking baseball, hit me with it. That's cool. And they generated a bunch of promo art and posters and stuff for Space Baseball to make this thing. And of course he's got all the figurines, he's got all this stuff, and it's all his dreams built around it. And he's singing into the baseball bat. You know, he doesn't play baseball anymore, but he's singing into the baseball bat. So some piece of it is what has inspired him. And all of the people in Space Baseball, except for the main guy with the red hair, I guess, are all like cyborgified or have something broken with them. The little kid has only one leg, right? And the big Cyclops guy only has one eye. And there's something about broken and reforged there that may be just ephemeral. I don't know. In general, the background art and blending of art looks pretty good. The art style is clearly Cloverworks. It stands out as like, that's Cloverworks for sure. It's pretty good too. The overall shading on the characters, like that layer of shadow that is there. It's just the one layer of shadow. It's not like we're getting fancy with it and having multi-layered shadows or anything like that. But that layer of shadow that is there it's placed in places where you wouldn't necessarily place it in an anime, and it adds some depth and some characterization. And throughout the episode, there are some scenes where there's interesting lighting, where there's like sunlight in from one window, or in single light sources in one location and stuff. And they do a pretty good job of placing the gradients to make it feel like everything matches up, like all of the layers connect. Technically, in terms of the technical presentation of the show, I think it's pretty good. And then I think it's directed pretty well, so that the scenes flow together effectively, and it doesn't overdo its gags, and it doesn't underpull its punches either, or anything like that. It establishes this batch of characters, the spaces that they exist within. The OP is cool too. This whole sequence where it sort of bops back and forth. Here, this, as it wachoing to choing to choing to choing. This is cool. It's it's all digitally put together to make it work, but it looks fucking cool. And of course, you touch the barrier before you. There's an open hallway. You touch the barrier before you, and suddenly you're in it because you've reached out and touched reality. Something like that. And he agrees and joyfully accepts, and all of that gets folded back into him. There's real thought put into that, I think. So here we get some of that locational lighting, right? This is the same light skin section as this is, but this one glows more because it's placed with filtering on it so that it's got a bit of a gradient, so that there's light coming in from the side and it matches on all the characters and stuff. It's not nothing. It's some effort. The haze in the air, the feeling of everything. It's all evocative of like certain elements of Seishun, but it's like the passing of Seishun. It's like, you better watch out, man, because you could get stuck right here, right now, if you don't make the right choices. There's a weight to everything. And he's sitting between baseball and a trash can, and you can read into it as much as you want to. You don't have to. This moment stood out to me as well because you've got this, they haven't colored all the way to the lines to some extent, or they've re-erased some of the edges of the hair. It gives it this translucent feeling, which is quite real, obviously. If you've got hair that's sticking out, parts of it will be let more light through than otherwise, especially if it's backlit in some way. This would be more obvious if I had the thing flipped around, but you know what I mean, so it doesn't matter. Here are your cutaways, right? Stares at a thing, cut away to a thing, cut away to another thing. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not what it's for, because he bounces the ball against the wall. And there's some legitimate squash stretch into that bounce to make it feel feel real animated. The biggest Sakuga cut in the entire episode is a ball bouncing on a wall. All right. I don't mean to say that this is exceptional, that it stands out to me, that it blows me away, that it bowls me over with top tier quality. But I expect idol shows to be garbage. And it's not garbage. And so it's kind of like when you accidentally almost throw something away and then you're like, oh, wait, no, actually, that's not trash. Do I want to keep it forever? Do I want to put it on a place of reverence on my shelf and build a little shrine around it and be like, this is the best show I've ever seen? No. But I wouldn't be doing my job right if I were pretending that this wasn't compelling to me. I found this compelling. And I've said many times that certain pieces of the narrative of Symphogear that centers, and of many other shows, other pieces of media that center around the power of one person's voice to change the world, or the power of open and honest communication to generate change in others, or the potency of following your dreams. Those to me, they're distinctly anime ideas. They really do something to me. They're the reason for my existence, and I don't think I would exist in the same way without them. Really, I know that I wouldn't. I've centered my life around them in many ways. Maybe foolishly. Maybe I'm a fool for following my heart in that way. Like, that's totally possible. Doesn't seem like it. Doesn't feel like it. There's an element of that woven into this show that makes me trust that as the show goes along, it will continue to represent the power and possibility of the individual, given proper channels, given willingness to step forward, given willingness to bear responsibility and difficulty, that it can present in narrative flow a hero's journey for the modern age that says something like, find something that is a creative endeavor that seems to fulfill you, that you do anyway. Specifically, that you do anyway, because that's what he does. He sings anyway. And then pursue that, and really pursue it. Now, he gets some opportunities that aren't obviously presented to many of us, like you get scouted by a talent, and Cinderella gets taken to the ball, the fairy godmother shows up, right? It's like circumstances align to enable his stepping forward in a way that many won't be able to. But it's not clear that that matters for the purposes of instilling narrative function into individuals. It doesn't seem to matter much, because people make their dreams come true despite obstacles all the time. And people make their dreams not come true despite an open path in front of them all the time. Because you can invent as many obstacles as you want if you don't actually want to step forward. And if you actually do want to step forward, all the obstacles in your way disappear or become things that you know that you're fighting, dragons that you're willing to battle. So it's maybe the most important thing is to instill the willingness to step forward. And the way to do that is to demonstrate what it might look like in a perfect world where everything lined up. Where you got the idol gig without even asking for it, right? All these things. Because the real harsh reality of being an idol in Japan, for example, is that many of the people that you're dealing with have started when they were 4. And they've been training their asses off since they were 4. And have been forced into it since they were 4 in order to get there. And they're still going to auditions, and they're still grinding, and they're moving past their prime, and they're losing their fucking minds because they aren't making it. That's a reality that's very tangible and real. I live near Los Angeles. There are a lot of people who are actors who are still waiting tables and have been waiting tables for 25 years doing extra jobs. and just it being in the background of one movie or one TV show once in a while, still waiting for their big break, and it's not likely. So there's a line there where really you can waste yourself against an obstacle like this. You can push against a dream like this and destroy yourself based on an impossible dream. But while that might be a reality, I think if you tell stories about that, you get a lot of depressed, sad, destroyed people who give up. And if you tell stories and believe stories about overcoming, you have a chance. You have a chance. So everything lines up for our character. This guy, they nailed him. They nailed him. He's got this like overlooked sidekick techno guy. He reminds me of Daru. I think it's Daru from Steins Gate. Partly because he's a big feller, right? He's a big feller. They also represent him as being a big feller, but quite strong, and he's like running faster than the other kid in the three-legged race, and like he's got some musculature on him for sure, and he's very if he's your type, if he's your type, he's the type, and that's very intentional. All the characters are thus because there's meant to be some sex appeal for all of these characters. And so the very friendly, very protective, very helpful, assistive, best friend character steps into that role pretty effectively. I think they nailed him, though. I think they really got him. And the voice actor does a great job of making him come to life as well. Repeatedly seeing the dynamics between the mother and the Oji-sans, the grandpas, is great, and that's going to be a backdrop for the show moving forward that I think is going to be really effective, because we've got this home base space that is the spot, that is the onsen, that's the spa. Got some slightly more lewd photos up over there. Very nice, very nice. And in a place of great respect, the picture of the two of them together. All right. That's what I mean. So there's our cutaway. Scene ends. Scene ends. Cut in. Cut to that. Cut to something else. We've established emotions in the scene without doing anything. Well, we did a lot, and it worked. And you wonder about all the things. It worked. All right, cool. Random thing. I should really like this sequence. Blah, blah, blah. This sequence here, where we start going through town. Music is solid. Cut through, overhearing other conversations, and a setup for something in the future. Evan, whatever. Move. 3 locations, bam, 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 into the main location, into it, and we're there. It works. Oh, and there was this this sort of high QE pan out on a digital landscape shot. Yeah. Wow. Not terribly impressive or anything, but it works, and they didn't fuck it up immensely, so that's cool. I don't like either of these characters' faces. Maybe that's because I saw them first in CG representation. I don't know. But I don't like either of their faces. We do our boardroom thing. It's just talking, mostly, and panning to the walls, and your main boy being all sad, and they present all the stuff to him, and yada yada. But we'd be delighted, and I like this scene a lot. Did I push too far? Did I go too far? Did I do too much? Did I try to own your life? Sorry. He's got to think about it. So he thinks about it, watches the songs, and of course it's the YouTube comments that get him. Have a really good heart-to-heart conversation. I like the edge lighting on the little thing, and the way everything is lit in the frame. The hanging metal has meaning, and these little cutaways to emotional landscapes, like the hand holding the foot in a cross-legged position has an emotion to it. It's not nothing. And we get this real heartfelt vibe between the characters where real gratitude can be expressed, and Bam, we're in it. Mom, I want to do the thing. There's this barrier before me, and I'm not sure if I want to. And bam, she just wipes it away because she's totally on his side and is into it. And also is sort of banking on it. Or counting on it. And through we go. I'll do it. And then, I think, that's cute. That's a cute way to bookend and end the whole thing, to put a little period on it. I'm surprised. I like the show. It does all of the introduction of slice of life stuff effectively enough that I don't mind the boy band elements. Because I don't usually like the idol show elements at all. And I don't like the CG opening sequence, although it's one of the better ones that I've seen. I still don't like it. Ugh. But it does the slice of life stuff and the feeling of a place in time. Literally slice of life. A place in time, a character, their experience of the world, and how that experience will change as they move forward. It does enough to establish that background, and that's something. That sure is something, because I come out of this with an emotional connection to this character and his journey that wasn't there before, obviously. I didn't have any idea that he would exist, right? But it exists now. And the show has made me care, almost. Now, I'm jaded enough to be able to pull myself away from it and go, okay, it's made me care, but has it made me care enough for me to dedicate 20 more minutes of my time to it? No. Could I see a bunch of people falling into this show and really enjoying themselves with it? Yes. Is it just a cynical marketing thing for a multi cross-platform boy band project? Probably. That I don't like very much. But the show itself, as a show itself, seems watchable. And that's not what I expected going in. I thought I wasn't going to last 5 minutes, and it took me until 10 to even check what time we were at. That says something. So, fascinatingly, UniteUp, I kind of like. It's kind of reasonable. I kind of like it. I don't hate it. What do you know? Cool. All right, we'll leave that there. Thanks for watching. I'll see ya for the next thing. Oh no. Oh no. I know. No. Oh.